I chose to go into a lifelong passion of mine, which was film. So I'm studying film at Victorian College of the Arts. I'm really interested in like the actual directing and filmmaking behind. I've always loved photography. It's been a lifelong passion of mine. I guess I've kind of just focused on sort of honing in my skills the last 12 months or so to be able to become a filmmaker over the next couple of years, and trying to get industry experience where I can, trying to get build up my my connections in the real world. School, I did everything and anything I possibly could. When the availability came up, I kind of spent a lot of my school focusing on sport. I did football all throughout school. I did AFTS all throughout schooling and stuff because I really enjoyed the program Caulfield had sport-wise. But at the same time, I tried to keep up my art. On one hand, it's been amazing for me because I've finished school after a pretty turbulent 2020, pretty turbulent year 12. So I guess it was a real relief on one hand to then hit summer, be able to just socialise again. That was one hand, but then on the other hand, I guess it's been sort of a tough sort of 8 months coming to terms with things that I may have wanted to do in another reality where COVID wasn't a thing. Planning has been a massive thing this year, just sort of thinking a couple months in advance, where possible, fit little initiatives, little projects in on weekends and stuff like that, in between lockdowns. Just constantly thinking forward. Don't compensate what you wanted to do pre-COVID, if that makes sense. So don't let your dreams just disappear or disperse because COVID's proven a bit of a difficulty. Do what you wanted to do prior to all this. Don't be afraid to chase it even if it doesn't feel realistic at the moment. Especially, I guess for me, going into the arts kind of felt like a bit of a risk in the current climate. But 8 months down the track, I'm grateful I have, and have followed what I wanted to do all along. Even though COVID did kind of scare me for a bit in that sense. Don't lose sight of what you want to be or who you want to be in the future. Prepare for heaps of free time and prepare to use your time as well as you can. Again, I think those first sort of 3 months of 2021, I kind of went through the motions a bit and didn't really focus enough on myself and what I wanted to do later down the track. So don't forget to set goals. You've spent 14 years through the system, so then to suddenly not have that, on one hand it opens up a lot of things, but on the other hand it makes you feel quite overwhelmed at times. So I guess I wasn't quite prepared for that feeling, and that hits me every now and again, and still kind of does now. It's okay to not feel okay leaving school, and it's only going to get better, and there's so much to look forward to, and school doesn't define you. What the CJ does for you in that sense is, keeps you connected to all that, all that was about growing up, and all the connections you made. I've loved all, the mentoring sessions, which are great. I've enjoyed connecting through the socials and stuff like that. The CJ is enormous. You've got people from every year, from all different walks of life, and I think it's a really comfortable, nice step into what the real world's like. And I think to not be involved would be a bit of a lost opportunity. The next couple of months with exams and stuff will be one of the hardest, if not the hardest, period of life that you have to go through. Just know that you've got 14 years of schooling behind you, and education to help you through it. It's not, you're not going to succeed over what you do the next couple of months. You've got a lifetime of knowledge and experience backing you. Once this next couple of months are over, you have some of the best months and best, year coming up of your life. There's so much light on the horizon for you guys, and so much to look forward to. So don't lose sight of that. Make sure that once you finish your last exam, you congratulate yourself and are proud of what you have achieved.